Well, hello, everybody. We are coming to you live once again from Storyteller Studios from lockdown here in Atlanta, Georgia. This is TRIOS, your show with three acts, and I'm Kyle Kirkland, your host, tonight and every single Wednesday night starting at 7 p.m. right here at facebook.com/TRIOS Live. Guys, this episode has been sponsored. We're sponsored by Avatar Salon. Avatar Salon, the last hairbender. Change your hair and express your soul. Avatar Salon. You can book your appointment today at avatarsalonatl.com, or you can call them at 404-913-3444. I love Rex over there. Give him a call. All right, guys, tonight we have a great show. I have invited Sylvia Brimmer to come and join us as our Act 1. Then we're going to have Symphony come on and join us as well. And then after that, we're gonna be joined by Katie Martin. So stick around; it's gonna be a great show. I'm really excited, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. We run this show right here on Facebook Live. We also do it. We do it on YouTube. I upload these every day, every Thursday, right after the show, and you can see the interviews and you can see hear all of our musicians perform individually. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us, please like this, and always share this. It goes a long way in supporting us and all the musicians and artists that we love. So thank you guys a million times. Last week was our very first episode. This is our second, and so we are brand new. So again, it's so important. It's a grassroots effort. It's so important that you guys like us, share us, love us as much as we love these musicians, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get this show started. We have a great lineup. Like I said, be sure to stick around. Katie Martin's going to come up with her looping. I'm really excited. She's going to have some looping music going for us. And then also we're going to have Symphony. He's a poet. He's going to be singing for us some as well. He's a little bit of everything. He's got a lot of stuff to tell us and to share with us. But first, I have a dear friend who I have worked with in the past over in South Beach, and I have really I've loved her forever. And this girl, every time we ever worked together, she always blew me away with her voice. And so whenever I was starting to show up, I decided I needed to give her a call and try and get her invited and involved in our show. And so I was really honored whenever Sylvia said she'd be involved. And so I wanted to get her put up and so that you guys can see. And so I'm giving her a call right now. And let's see how she's doing. Let me see how Sylvia. Hey, Sylvia, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. And yourself?
I'm doing so good. I'm so thankful that you chose to be with us today. You're looking great, and I know you're down in South Beach, so we're a little bit of a distance apart, but I'm hugging you from a distance, okay?
Hugging you.
I'm gonna go ahead and get you set up. All right?
All right, awesome.
Okay, guys. So Sylvia, like I say, she's an amazing artist and a wonderful singer, and I love her to death. So if you would please be sure to tip. If you got the ability to tip, be sure to tip. We'll have her tip link down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen for you. And if you aren't able to tip, just share this stream. It goes a long way in supporting us and the artists that we love. So without any further ado, here is your first act, everyone. This is Sylvia Brimmer.
I'm going to be starting off with a song most of you know. I just released it late last year, and it's called 2 a.m. So here we go. I've been drowning in the thoughts that are so deep, trying to keep my mind focused slowly. I keep coming up with reasons why you should be here with me. 2 a.m. and I'm sinking these sheets, fingers running up and down my body. You keep calling on my phone, but there's nothing left to say. Give me a reason, tell me why I should pick up the phone right now. Nothing that you say could make me feel better. Nothing compares that to way you feel right now. Way you feel, way I'm loving me now. Back to basics now, I'm taking it slow, loving everybody, highs and lows, stimulating every one of my senses, beginning to end in yeah. Give me a reason, tell me why I should pick up the phone right now. Nothing that you say could make me feel better. Nothing compares that to way I feel, the way I feel right now. Oh, way I feel, the way I'm loving me now. Way I feel, the way I feel right now. Yeah, the way I feel, the way I feel right now. Oh, feeling it on my own. Love me all alone. Thank you. This next song that I'm going to be doing, oh, by the way, before I move on, that actually was in an acoustic version. So it's not out yet, but I am planning on putting it out. So this next song that I'm actually going to do, though, is, it's called I'm Not Okay. I've only performed it once on Facebook, so excited for you guys to hear it. But here we go. This is I'm Not Okay. Woke up in a sweater, you're taking on, you're fighting on. I've gotta know, do you feel the same way? It's crazy, girl, the way you act. It's like you don't know. Tell me why you stick around. Play these games that keep me in the chance that I want out every time you feel like this. It's not okay, we're not okay. And every time I think of you, heart breaks a little more. Deep down I know the truth. So tell me how you feel, alright? Why I'm the one that's dying inside. It's like our feelings just don't coincide. And everything you're going on overnight. Reason I'm writing this song. You and I just can't seem to get along. At least if this I know I can't go wrong. 'Cause everything I do for you is wrong. Remember that night still. You walked away so easily. I can't explain. I'm tired of hitting you, just don't care enough to fix it. I can hate you, but I wish I could. Tell me why you stick around. Play these games that keep me hypnotized. And walk out every time you feel like it's not okay. We're not okay. Tell me how you feel, alright? Why I'm the one that's dying inside. It's like our feelings just don't coincide. And everything you're going on overnight. Reason I'm writing this song. You and I just can't seem to get along. At least with this I know I can't go wrong. 'Cause everything I do for you is wrong. Everything I do for you is wrong. Oh, all I do is wrong. Oh, tell me how you feel. Oh, tell me if it even was real. Okay, awesome. So that was I'm Not Okay, and that one's actually coming out on an EP that I'm releasing in October. And then for my final song, nobody has heard this one yet, but it's called Back to You, and it's actually being released on an Australian label. I think sometime around November, December, around there. So I'm excited to play this one for you guys. So here we go. This is. Give me 1 second. All right, this is Back to You. Running, running, oh, yeah. If you would have told me I'd be lying here or had nobody home all night long. I'm going crazy, having conversations with you in my mind. Scared to see the truth, you don't know what I'm like, and I'm wrong. You know I've been waiting out here. You taking, I don't wanna be alone. I keep running, running back to you. 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 And I'm being selfish. I don't have that much use after all you've been through. Why am I still here? You know I've been waiting. I don't wanna stay here. I don't wanna wait anymore. But I keep running, running back to you. 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 Running, running, running back to you. Don't wanna go. Don't wanna cry. I'm sick, I'm tired of running, running, running all the time. Running through you, it's on my mind. Back to you, back to you, back to you. I keep running, running back to you. Running, running back to you. Running, running, running. Oh, oh, oh. No, I don't wanna run back. No, I don't wanna run back. Back to you.
Yes, Sylvia. Thank you so much. That was amazing. That was beautiful. Every time you finished the song, I just kept wanting to like, and
I saw you
I
jamming.
know I was over here. She can see me on Skype, so I was over here rooting her on as privately as I could. Hey, Sylvia, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You sounded great. You sounded amazing. I haven't seen you in so long. We haven't gotten to actually work together, and we've been not only just because of quarantine, but now I'm up in Atlanta, and you're still down in South Florida. I miss you so much, and I miss your voice.
I miss you too. I miss performing with you. Honestly, those were the best times.
I know we had such a good time together. I wonder how you're dealing with quarantine right now. How's that going for you?
Honestly, it's been like, like at first it was a strange transition, just like everybody else. But honestly, I found it a blessing because I'm able to work on music more. I'm not out. I don't have distractions. To
Yeah,
me, it's like the best thing that could have ever happened.
that's a
So
very good point. Yeah.
I'm doing good. I do miss networking. I miss performing out in public and stuff. But for the most part, I mean, it's good.
It's a really good time to kind of work on what you got. I understand. That's how everybody feels right now. I wonder, when I hear you sing, one thing you and I, because we're friends, but I've never actually gotten to ask you some really, some questions that have been on my mind. Do you have family do you come from a singing family?
So yeah, so my mom was an actress and a singer back in Cuba, and she did perform, and she was like an extra in movies and stuff like that, and she did sing like for church, and like she did perform, but she didn't pursue it because she had to leave the country as an immigrant and stuff like that. But yeah, I do have a musical family. I have a cousin that tours with Willie Chirino. I have he's an opera singer as well, and then I have a cousin who dances, like she's a professional dancer. She's dancing Maluma and like a bunch of people.
Oh, I love it.
I come from a musical family.
Absolutely, very artistic as well. That's one of those kind of things where I wonder every time I hear anybody perform. I always kind of do wonder that is it were you inspired by family members? Was it your mother who kind of inspired you to perform?
Yeah, I mean, from what I can remember, I started performing at 3. I've been performing like for competitions and stuff like that since I was 3. So, but I do remember my mom teaching me, like bringing out like sheets of music and like actually teaching me how to like sight read and everything.
Oh,
so,
I love it.
Yeah, she would be the person that actually pushed me.
I love these songs. I'm Not Okay, and Back to You, and I didn't get the acoustic version of the first.
The 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is actually out. I released it last year. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And Back to You is going to be stuck in my head, for forever. I love that. Running. I'm curious. Are those the two that are going on the new EP?
No. So Back to You was actually something that I
Australian. Okay.
Yeah, I wrote with an Australian label. I wrote it about with another writer, Ray. We did it about a couple years ago, and it just hasn't been put out yet for many different reasons, but it should be out this year. But no, I'm Not Okay, and 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is out. I'm Not Okay is going to be on the EP. I'm actually thinking of releasing it in a couple of weeks by itself as a single, so Perfect. We'll see how that goes. But yeah.
That's awesome. I know that's when I hear that you're putting out an EP, I have to. Your voice is amazing. It's angelic. I could gush. I want to know something. I have been asking everybody. Well, I tried to ask everyone in the last show. I forgot our last artist, Indy. I'm gonna have to get back to her. I'm always curious about this question. I've been asked this question several times, and it's always one of those questions that kind of makes me have to think. And I'm curious, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna. If you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would it be and why?
In history?
In history, any artist that you know, any singer, musician, if you could collaborate, who would it be and
why?
why?
Just one?
Yep, you have to. It just that's the trick.
Yeah, that's easy. That would be JoJo.
Oh.
I know. A lot of people don't know who she is, but I admire her technique so much.
Who don't know JoJo?
Great.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, the gay community knows her.
Okay.
Like the gay community.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know her, but yeah, no, I absolutely love her. I admire her technique. Actually, my writing style has actually changed a lot because of her. I idolize her a lot. So I feel like my number one like artist that I would like to work with, I definitely have to say JoJo, just because she's the person that I kind of like guide myself through.
Oh, that's good. That's positive. I love that. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you a million times for doing this with me. This has been, it's amazing just to have you involved and to get to work with you. I know it's like I say, it's from a distance, but at least we're getting to work together in one way or another.
Thank you. And be careful. Not be careful. Sorry, wrong choice of words. But watch out, because I actually might be up there in Atlanta soon.
Yes, please do. I know we've got to exactly. You got to get up here in Atlanta. Absolutely, Sylvia. Well, thank you a million times for doing this.
It was awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we had such a good time listening. Thank you. Have a great night, okay, Sylvia?
You too.
Bye-bye.
Right. Bye.
All right, gang. So that was Sylvia. That's my dear friend from South Beach who, like I say, I worked with her. We worked together at a hotel. We did a singing server gig, which is always interesting. I want to say hi, Andy Tran. I see. I can see the comments every now and then, and when I'm able to grab them, I do. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is Trios. This is your show with 3 acts. That was Sylvia Brimmer. I am Kyle Kirkland. Up next, we're going to be calling on my friend Symphony. Again, guys, I kind of just started these shows because I have some of the most talented friends in the world, and I love to show them off. And so I wanted to get my friend Symphony up here. He and I have worked together for years, and we worked together at multiple shows. And every time he came on, it was just it was always an experience. His performances are Always so beautiful, and his style is really unique. So I'm gonna give him a call right now. And one of the things I love about him, he is a virtuoso. So this man does singing, he does dance, he does poetry. He's been going for years in the entertainment industry, and I just that's why I say I just had to get him involved. So everybody, let's welcome my dear friend Symphony, aka Symphonic Flow.
What's up? What's up, Kyle Kirkland?
How are you doing, man?
Oh, we are sexy and quarantined and
Yes,
wearing masks and
that's right.
living that life.
Staying healthy, trying to stay healthy.
Yeah, but everybody can be a superhero now, so put on a mask and all that good
That's
stuff. It's
right.
fun.
That's right. All right, Symphony,
It's
are you
fun.
ready to perform for us?
I am. I'm in the confines of my bedroom, so welcome everyone into my space. I suppose it's a little
Perfect. Well, let's get you. Let me
ready.
get you set up so I can let everybody know how to tip you. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you,
let's do
Sim.
it.
All right, everybody. So this is my dear friend Symphony. If you would, if you like what you hear, please be sure to tip. I'll have his tip link down at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. And if you're unable to tip right now, I completely understand. If you just would share this link, that'll go a long way in supporting us and the artists we love. All right. So without any further ado, folks, this is your act two. This is my dear friend Symphony, aka Mr. Symphonic Flow.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, world? We out here living this life, right? So I had written this song a couple years ago, and it was definitely a tune that kind of describes how I pull up, right? And I always say to everybody in your situation, however you pull up, you just got to pull up on 100 at all times. You know what I'm saying? It's about positivity, living that positive life. But I wrote a little tune, so y'all rock with me for a little bit. This ain't my track, but we gonna light it up just a little bit. So here we go. This is my first time doing some virtual stuff like this. So y'all hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. When I pull up, you gon' go insane. When I pull up, you're not gon' understand. When I pull up, my whips be off the chain. When I pull up, I don't give a damn. Listen up, don't test the flow. Fill that ass up like Texaco. A little loco, but not Waco. I keep shit alive, unbearable. And I'ma give you more. Cause when I'm pulling up, I be riding low. Yo, I got a steady cash flow. If you need a lift, you just let me know. I'm in my brand new bucket. People ain't speaking, but I'm like bump it. Come through so sick, doing the wave. I speak on mixtapes, hoes ain't no shade. I'm wearing Ray Bans. I'm bumping bruh, buy plies in the van. Got weed in the can, Midtown on hand. Pull up with the clan in 3, 2, 1. You gon' go insane. When I pull up, you're not gon' understand. When I pull up, my whiskey off the chain. When I pull up, I don't give a damn. Listen up, wait, fix your face. I got you, know you hate when I'm in the place. I'm in the yellow car, I'm driving far. ES3 stunting like a star. Yo, hey, I gotta be on the scene. Let people know I'm always clean. Letting people know I'm about my green and always I'm stirring that cream. Yo, I'm driving Stedmans. I'm running Fredmans. Yo, you wanna approach me? I'm pushing Oprah. Oh, here I go. I'ma come through and spray my floor. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat, hit the floor. Buy another round, it's on me. Oh, when I pull up, yeah, I'm gonna be in my spaceship. I'm gonna holler out of here. I'm losing it, switching gears. You're moving slow, a little slow. I need you to speed up, cause here I come, here I go. In this goddamn thing, atmosphere's gonna change. I done lost my flipping brain, but I am about to do my thing. Here I go. Hey, if you need to know, I got a steady cash flow. If you need a lift, you just let me know. That was one of my old school joints. So when you pull up, make sure you pull up magnificent. and just live your life like at 100. But nowadays we gotta kind of be aware that it's other people out there, and we gotta look out for each other, right? We got the Black Lives Matters movement. I'm a Black life that matters. I'm a Black art. Always have been, always will be. I appreciate Kyle for putting on this platform and letting us come out here and do our thing. It's all love. The world needs love right now. But I'm also a poet. I do a little poetry. And I'm gonna steal y'all away from all of that, what we just did there a second ago. And I'm gonna get a little deep, just a little deep. It's about living that best life, right? It's about being a zealot, right? Like going for it no matter what, right? Because right now 100 is the only way to go. So I wrote this piece called Zealot a couple years back, and it spoke to me in my situation after I went through, some heart attack situations, some stroke situations, some situations that make you almost want to give up on some stuff, but reality settles in and it says you can't give up, right? So I had written this piece and didn't know I had dedicated it to like my life and on everything. This is my piece called Zealot. Here we go. I embrace and release the cause without a pause because I know that good shall be returned. Driven to excitement, nervousness is a cool breeze that tickles my anticipation of bluer skies forthcoming in my next arrival to my next actuality. But like fresh blades of grass, wet with morning silver dew, I push through earth. My seeds are sown, and I reach up for my blessings as if they were the red hot sun bathing me, baptizing me, saving me from my soul's starvation, because the earth that I am made of has no mercy. My dew is evaporated to get me back to the creator when I can't keep still, because there are elements wanting to dance a colorful rainbow dance of seduction, because after my rains, I'm best and fully dressed in the likeness and divinity of my creator. And though my circumstances stand tall and bold, not retreating, not withholding, not reconsidering its function, which has always been inscripted on the walls in the realm of my destiny, I find myself nestled in the bosom of expectancy. I hunger, become ravenous as the dog gone mad in search of, in spite of, in love of, simply love. But I, the zealot, could no longer contain my emancipation of earth as I exile hosts from which my embitterment rushes out of like waves pounding upon the shores of my heart's bloody ocean. But I embrace and release the cause without a pause, because I know that good shall be returned, because I've seen the mushrooms and daisies as I'm pushed from earth, my roots left behind me to nourish me, stratosphere above me to branch out and conquer, wings spread wide to heaven as earth bows before me in exaltation, because I am its inhabitant and I'm functioning as a seedling should. I am its inhabitant and I'm functioning as a seedling should. You, in that little screen, you're its inhabitant, and you should function as a seedling should. That's growth, y'all. Peace up to some spoken word. It's a dope piece that just speaks folds about not giving up. Your circumstance might be right there trying to knock you down. That hurdle seems higher. But when you think of your higher self, you got wings. And you can lift up above all of the craziness, the monotony, the wild, the insanity, and just soar above it and just do you like you do you best. Best. Don't settle for anything less. But yo, I'm gonna bump one more piece and I'm gonna get out y'all's hair. This is from the Floyd Funk Project. I wrote this song a couple years ago. Ooh, I should say a couple years ago. 10 years ago. It's 10 years old. So it's celebrating the 10. But I had written this poem called My First Fall in Autumn. And it just spoke to a song situation, right? So I wrote this song, didn't have a track, go to the studio. This dude gives me this track and it's like, bam. But this is one of my joints. A lot of y'all, if y'all follow me, you know it. I'm gonna try and sing this, but first let me take a sip of mi agua, mi water. I'm talking a lot. Those that know me know I talk a lot. Sip up to that. Sip up to peace and quarantines and COVID patients getting better because you in it to win it. Don't give up and don't listen to what's stupid out there. Do you? Sips water, looks the other direction. Huh. But either ways, this is my single Autumn Flower Girl. Y'all rock with me a little bit on that. And then I'm gonna get out your hair on that. So peace up and y'all check this out. Let's see. Let's see. That's it. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. You are, you are, you are, you are. Yes, you are everything that I want and need. Yes, indeed. You're scent so magnificent, and I can't get enough of you. So alluring when you're in full bloom, your petals soft, what would morning do? Came through my life, sleepless nights, something's wrong with the love that I got from you. I gotta let it go, baby girl. The love making games blue. You're mine, you're mine, yeah, you're mine. You are, you are, you are, you are. Yeah, and there is nothing in the world that I won't do when we go through. I love you, yeah. Life so sweet and complete when I have you here next to me. And it's tearing me apart inside because I know you gotta leave. Yeah, I held you close, you're the most in my world, and I don't wanna let you go. No, the seasons change, now it's cold inside. It's your heart I no longer hold. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine. You are, you are, you are, you are. You're my baby. Hey, hey. Yo, check this out, yo. I felt like autumn leaves falling from trees, orange, brown, and still some green. We feed for more of each other's energy, release and be free from worries somehow. Sweet that be in the misty of my morning, the dusty of my dawn. Exhausted now yawning because your passion is what you are, you are, you are, you are. You're everything I want and need in my world. You're my. When we go through, I love you. Autumn flower girl. Autumn flower girl. Hey, hey, autumn flower girl. There's nothing in the world that I won't do when we go through. I love you, your sense so magnificent, yeah. So alluring when you're in full bloom, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're too close, you're the most in the world. Don't wanna let you go. The seasons change, now it's cold inside. It's your heart I no longer hold. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine. You are, you are, you are, you are. All flower girl. Yeah. There's nothing in the world that I won't do. We go through trios. I love you. Appreciate y'all. Much love.
Hey, Symphony. Symphony, man.
Oh,
I love you, man. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
I love you right back, bro. Love you.
I love those songs. The second I heard you say Zealot, I was like, I about jumped out of my skin. I was so excited to hear you do Zealot again live. Thank you so much for doing this, man. Like I say, I'm so excited to have you involved. I have a lot of questions for you, Symphony. The only thing, here's the thing, like I know you, and we've worked together, and I I'm I got to read, your background a little bit. And while I was reading it, I was just my mind just was blown every little way. I just getting to know you even more, being your friend, but then getting to know your history. Tell me something. You have a history. I don't believe you. You have a history in on the stage going back to 1979.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it a little bit. How did you start off?
I was at Campground Church. That was my home church growing up. That was where my family worshiped. It started out doing Easter speeches and just, Jesus wept and all this good stuff. And it was, that type of platform that I grew up in. It was never forced, but it was, a way to give back to, the world. And as much as I love it now, I hated it as a kid being thrust forward.
You told me before that you were shy. Is that true?
Super shy. I was like the weird dude, and in a lot of ways, I still am. I still am a introvert, and I keep to myself unless I'm around people,
Yeah.
and then it's totally different story.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. So you moved from there in your childhood, working, kind of doing, starting off on stage in churches, and then you moved to New York.
Yeah, I got to experience New York in the '80s,
Okay,
so that
okay.
that was super dope to be a country. And although I was way out on Long Island, like way out behind God's back, a lot of culture, like urban culture, hip hop, and black culture, reached me, and it just blew my mind
Yeah.
as a young dude that grew up in the South and then ended up in New York and spending time in Harlem and Brooklyn and in Manhattan and getting to experience
Rich culture, rich heritage, rich
lots of
culture.
culture.
Yeah.
That line that was black and white was now shattered for me. So it helped me grow. It did, and I'm grateful for that.
Were you writing poetry back then as well?
I was writing things. I was writing my thoughts down.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that it was poetry until probably early 2000s when I
Okay.
moved to so I was kind of dumb to it. One would say
Yeah.
I kept a journal, and this is before phones and all this good stuff, y'all. So you had to keep your notebooks and things really close. So I have a whole spread of like notebooks from over the course of years. I'm an old school dude, so
Lots of writing. Lots of writing. I know. I agree. There's no better way than to keep a bunch of notebooks full of your old stuff and go back to and kind of. Well,
yeah.
sometimes it's good to go back, and sometimes.
Sometimes it puts you back where you
Yeah.
kind of well,
Exactly.
it reminds you because I always say look ahead.
So you have a history with a lot of you have everything from dance to photography, poetry. What
Yeah.
is you? I would say what I know. This is kind of a little bit of a not okay question, but I'll just ask: what is your most used? I guess the most utilized gift.
Words like
Hmm. Hmm.
just probably I would say my most powerful tool is my poetry because it for me it feels otherworldly whenever I
Yeah.
spit it. It feels like it's something that came from somewhere else. It's not something that's boastful or something that's reaching for some attention. It's something that's to make people aware of themselves and their surroundings. So I think one of my most powerful things, being able to give myself that way,
Yeah.
because it's from a private spiritual place that I write when I'm doing spoken word or poetry in that way. It's to enlighten. It's my church,
Yeah.
my sanctuary. So yeah, it's a
Well, and I'm
fun.
I'm thankful for it because you have that gift. You have the ability to speak, and everyone wants to listen. I know, like I say, I noticed that whenever I watched you perform live, and I know that personally when you speak, you just have that speaker's gift. I want to know something too because you worked a lot in Atlanta with. I know you worked Starlight Cabaret. You did like Lady Shabazz, and I know
Oh,
you did Mindspace. Is that right?
yeah, I had Mind Space with a young lady by the name of Tanya. If you're out there watching,
All right.
Tanya, ups to
Hey, Tony.
giving my first MC home, learning to bring, be with other.
Oh no, bless him. That is Symphonic Flow, everybody. There he is. There he
There,
is.
there.
There we go.
Yeah,
I knew it would come right back.
yeah. It's one of those things that opened up a lot of doors for me. I met a lot of artists. It was how I ended up in the
Yeah.
studios, which is something that was beyond me. But hey, it happened, and here we are. And
I
here
love
we
it.
are.
Okay, before I let you go tonight, Sim, I just want to ask you. I want to ask you if you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would you collaborate with and why? And I guess that gives you have a lot of that's a lot of option with a
Oh,
virtuoso like yourself.
um, lately. I've been in this vibe of a pocket of artists that are. I would have to say Marvin Gaye, because he had a certain presence that I'm kind of familiar with. It's a church background, but there's a certain like sensual thing that goes on with us. Like
Mhm.
people don't think I'm sexy,
Mhm.
but I'm sexy.
Yes.
But he I feel like he was able to compel people, yet be a man of his time, and a man beyond his time actually. So I remember when he passed away. I remember being a kid, and that totally hurt my heart
Yeah.
the way that it happened. But I would love to collaborate with Marvin Gaye
I love
because
that.
he's dope.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no doubt. Well, thank you, Symphony. I just want to say thank you a million times for joining in on this project. Thank you so much for helping us out. I know it's hectic and it's crazy, and these are new. These are all new things for all of us. We're doing this, the live streaming and the learning all this technology. It's all new, but I deeply appreciate your involvement in this endeavor. Thank you. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I just enjoy the ride and just knowing you, and shouts out to Soul Out House Music. I am now part of that family. Look forward to hearing some house music coming. I got some dope vocalists that I'm working with on this project. I'm finally releasing an actual project that does not involve doing choreography or something for someone else. So
I love it.
y'all support, and them tips start at 50 cents on up. Y'all hit your
Yep.
boys little first. I got a birthday coming up August 26th. Him gonna be 46 years old.
What?
See ya.
Again, I don't
40.
believe you. I don't believe you. Thank you,
Y'all
Symphony. You're
bless.
amazing, man.
Thank you. Y'all have a great night and stay safe and mask up.
Yeah. Mask up. All right, man. Thank you so much, everybody. That was Symphonic Flow. All right, man. Like I say, I love him. We had performed. He would come into duets a lot, and like I say, he'd just take over the room with those words. And actually, it would be a lot of fun because sometimes you'd be listening to him doing his poetry and his spoken word, and we'd have Katie Martin, who's coming up next, and we would have her on the guitar, and maybe someone would jump on some drums, and we would just kind of vibe with that for a little while. And that's one of the reasons I had to have him, because his words they mean something. You know what I mean? You want to listen. So anyway, again, a million times, guys, thank you so much. I want to remind you, if you could, to like, to follow, to share, and to subscribe. We're going to be posting these videos on YouTube tomorrow, so be sure if you're on our YouTube page watching it to subscribe. And sharing these videos goes a long way to support us. So doing that would be great. So guys, I'm going to get our last artist up, and we're going to hear from her. And I'm going to call her right now. Again, her name is Katie Martin, and I'm really excited to have her. She does a lot of looping, and she's been traveling a lot, so I'm eager to kind of get on with her and find out what's up and what's new. So let me go ahead and give Katie a call, and let's get her up. Hey, Katie, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm doing good. I'm in the bubble now. Hold on one second. Let me. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm so excited you're here. I know. Like I say, I was just talking to Symphony. I know these are strange times with us. This is how we're gonna do our shows for a little while. But thank you for
Yeah.
doing this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get you set up. All right, Katie.
Okay.
All right, guys. So Katie Martin is an amazing artist. She's gonna be playing for you. Like I say, she does some looping, and I just want you to guys to listen and to tip if you like what you hear. I'm gonna have her tip link at the bottom left hand side of the screen. And if you're unable to tip, once again, just share this live feed. That'll go a long way in supporting us. So without any further ado, this is your final act of the night. This is your act 3. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Katie Martin.
Search Susan Valley and she searched Susan Dale. Lost her soul to a north wind's wail. Found a deep in the heart of a mountain sunburst. Strong and dark, she cried, fire, fire. In our hearts, we got fire, fire. In our hearts, the ocean lays out its waves at the shore. Take me away like you did before. Find me deep within the caves of irony. My heart is instead to aspire. Ooh, fire. In our hearts, we got fire, fire. In our hearts. Wind speaks to me as she moves through the trees. She says, child, watch your step, you know now what you need. Moves me through the swamps and glades, through the evergreen. Lord, I'm ever my body fire. In our hearts, we got fire, fire. In our hearts. So that first song, oh, thank you. That first song is called Fire in Our Hearts. I'm gonna do one more for y'all, because since I do the loops, my songs get a little bit longer. This next one I'm gonna do is it's called Our Choice, and I used to do this one back when we were doing duets, and like Kyle was saying, one of the first times I did it, their symphony actually got up afterwards, and during the song, and he did this whole spoken word poetry part with it that was just beautiful. And Kyle got up and did played some djembe or bongo, it might have been a bongo. And I put a video. It's your video. It's Kyle's video that I found, and I took a little clip of it and posted it somewhere. I'm gonna have to find it and repost it tonight because the harmonies on it were so pretty. But this song's about the fact that we can't always control our circumstances. We can't control other people's actions, but we do have a choice in how we move forward, how we react, how we treat each other. It's about choosing to treat each other with respect, choosing to treat each other with love. A lot of things that were happening at those duets nights. So feel free to sing along at home, sing some harmonies. Wow, with me into the night. Wow, with me into the morning rain. I wanna feel the light. I wanna find a peace of mind. And you can do the same if you like. We'll find joy inside. Let it shine. Let it shine. 'Cause in all the hope I spread my wings. I got love in my heart, and though it seems the days are long and the nights are cold, when the harvest comes, I'm overflowing with healing words. Healing words. Everywhere I look, people try and start fires. They just throwing us together, using us to be the lies. But the rocket ain't the problem, it's the hand that's using it. Want what they can have and what they have, they just abusing it. Rock itself is in a pivotal position. If we stand alone, people want acquisition. If we move with the crowd, roll with the beat. Right and wait till emotions got root with no seeds. Rock, paper, scissors, Joe. Go and take a blow. Go ahead and tell me something you don't think I know. Yeah. Got me listening. Go ahead and tell me something about the tune you think I'm listening. All these songs, are they even worth finishing? Vocabulary these days, it is diminishing. Go ahead, yeah. Have you say. Be resilient if you want to have a payday. Take it away, take it away, take it away, yeah. Take it away, take it away, take it away, yeah. Wow, it me into the night. Wow, it me into the morning rain. I wanna feel the light. I wanna find a peace of mind, and you can do the same if you like. We'll find joy inside. Let it shine. Let it shine. Took our words, yeah, took our land. Taking everything, I'll take you by the hand, lead you down the street, make you think you're marching to your home. Beat the drummer's got a hummer and you riding in the backseat. Things speed up when they switch to fifth gear. Got you looking around going, how did I get here? They took it away. 'Cause in all the hope I spread my wings. I got love in my heart, and oh, it seems the days are long and the nights are cold. When the harvest comes, I'm overflowing with healing words. Healing words. cold. When the harvest comes, I'm overflowing with healing words. Healing words.
Thank you so much, Katie.
Ah, thank you.
How are you doing tonight? That was amazing.
I'm doing good, thank you.
I'm so happy you were able to join us tonight. I know you've been really really busy, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to find out you've been traveling around a lot, right?
Some. I mean,
I
it's
know
been a
you just came
mixture.
you just came back. Yeah, you just came back from Arkansas. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. How was
Yeah.
Arkansas? How was that?
It was good. It was really good. It was a lot of fun. I got to do it was in a theater, and so that was one of my first times doing some like a theater production.
Yeah, I saw the
So
live
that was
stream.
really cool.
That looked amazing. It was at a place called Theater Square. Is that right? It's like a
Yes.
okay. So I saw that place, and it's like I saw they did like social distancing, and so they had like a
Yes.
few people in the audience, but everyone was separated anyway. And then they had these amazing live stream cameras, and you performed so well, and it was a beautiful stage.
Oh, thank
That
you.
was wonderful to watch. I really enjoyed that. So you've been traveling around a lot, and I've had the opportunity in the past few years since I moved to Miami, and I wasn't able to work with you so often. I was just kind of watching you from afar, and you did. I've seen your photography. How long have you been taking pictures?
Well, I was in art school for a while,
Okay.
and then I dropped out of that and went into music, doing that all the time.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I kind of put those things on the back burner until the past couple years I've started getting back into it.
Yeah, you're traveling through a lot of really beautiful areas too. That's one of those things that I've
Yes.
noticed. You take a lot of like camping trips or do a lot of outdoor activities. Is that right?
Yeah, and
Uh,
it's a lot easier to socially distance
yeah, exactly. And
when
that's the
you're
thing.
staying in a tent. I don't have to worry about stuff because I'm like, okay, well, I just stay in my tent. I don't see anyone.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
make it to the next destination.
Yeah, and everyone is kind of able to do that right now. You know, the socially distance thing. At least you can go out and you can go if anything, you can go for a hike, go be in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Go camping.
hmm
The pictures you have, you and Gert. I still have my shirt.
The Gert shirt.
Yeah, I have the Gert shirt. I should have brought it out. I have a closet where I keep just the specific shirts you don't want to ever lose. You know what I mean? An area
Yeah.
of the guest room closet. That's exactly where that is, and it'll never go anywhere. That Gert,
Nice.
I love it. But I seen the pictures. I love the. When you have all the times outdoors, do you find that kind of is a little bit freeing for you artistically when you're writing? Do you ever think of going out for a camping trip just to kind of write?
Well, in a way, that's kind of what they're for.
Okay.
Like getting away from everyone and getting away from just the day-to-day things.
Yeah.
It helps you kind of silence your mind after a while, and that's where I normally start to be able to hear when it comes to lyrics.
Yeah.
Or that kind of like to know what direction I should go in. Because sometimes you're trying to figure out what to go, and there's so many things happening. It's like, what do I do next? What do I do to? And sometimes you just need that silence,
The clarity. Yeah, I absolutely agree. That's why
Yeah.
I ask, because for me it's the exact same way. Going
Mhm.
out, just, nature for any form of nature helps me a lot when it comes to my writing. Now, another thing I know you're an avid reader. Do
Yeah.
are you reading anything currently that is that's eye opening or inspiring for you?
Ooh. Okay. So right now I'm reading Parable of the Sower by Octavia. I think it's Octavia E. Butler.
Okay.
And it's a little crazy because she wrote it. It's like a sci-fi talking about like a post-apocalyptic type thing, but she wrote it for 2025. It's like the year that's happening, and half the stuff, like, I mean, it's a much scarier version than what's happening right this second, but it's still not that far-fetched.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit unnerving to read that right now,
Okay,
but
yeah, I
I'm also
understand.
enjoying reading it.
I
Like
get
she
it.
wrote it in the 90s, I think.
It's
It
like
came out in like
reading anything
93.
Orwell back. Reading anything Orwell currently is a little bit uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, because it's like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
like
And we're
we're
kind of
only a
all
couple
living in these
choices
screens
from this.
currently, so yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things I always like to. I have to know. Anytime I know anyone who likes to read, I'm always curious as to who they're reading and what they're reading. And do you have anything coming up? Do you have any performances that are coming up that you'll be advertising?
Mm, I'm gonna lay low for a little bit.
I understand.
I'm sure I'll have some more, but like
So we'll be
after
hearing a
this,
lot
I'm
of
gonna.
music. We'll be hearing a lot of music
Yeah,
in the future.
yeah, and there'll be some live streams
Yeah.
because I'll make it back up to my house pretty soon, and I'll
That's
have
another
like some
thing.
art weeks.
You do a lot of. I love watching your live streams. Katie Martin is a looper, and so when she gets on the live streams and she does the looping, it's amazing. Katie, I have one last question for you, and then I'm gonna let you
Okay.
go and relax, because I know you've been super busy this week alone. I want to know if you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would it be and why?
Oh, it's such a hard one. Amy Winehouse.
Oh wow! See, this is why I love these answers.
That'd
They're
be
all
like
surprising me.
she would be cool.
I agree.
Or
That's a really good one.
Tosh Sultana. If I was doing someone now, she does looping stuff. If you don't know her,
Yep.
she's awesome. I wouldn't mind soaking up some of her awesomeness and learning.
I love it. Katie, I want to say a million times thank you for joining us tonight again. It is an
Thank
honor
you.
to have you here, and your talent, what you brought to the stage at our previous shows, you brought tonight, and I deeply, deeply appreciate it, and I'll be forever grateful.
Oh.
But thank you a million times. You're awesome, and that
Y'all are
looping,
awesome.
that
I love
looping is
y'all.
incredible. Well, do you have anything else you want to say tonight?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay, Katie. Well,
That was it. I love y'all.
Yeah, we love you too. Have a great night, dear, and you go get some rest. I know you've been super busy.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like that's our show. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We do this every Wednesday. This was our second show, and we are going to be doing it again next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I want to say a quick thank you to Sylvia Brimmer. You were amazing. Symphony, a.k.a. Symphonic Flow. I love you with all my heart. And then Katie Martin, of course. You were great. Next week, we're going to have Anna Ward. We have Ian Cole. And we're going to have Rachel Rage joining us. So be sure to join us then. That's going to be August 19th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, right here at facebook.com/TRIOS Live. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks, guys. Be sure to follow and subscribe.